Ooh, MG spent. MG made another video. Okay, audio's good. Yeah, it's Steelers week. What's this? Okay, quick little recap. Of course, we lost to Dallas. As Dallas, we were up 30, 38 to 25 with like 5 minutes to go. Dallas drove down, got a touchdown. Bad clock management by us. We managed the clock poorly, and Dak Prescott took the Cowboys down with around 30 seconds left and scored a touchdown and won the Cowboys the game 39-38. Here are the stats. Darius Slayton is our leading receiver after 1 week. Wandale, a lot of work. Didn't see as much of Jalen Hyatt as I would want to. Darren Waller caught a touchdown. And no Jalen Polk. Really thought we were going to see Jalen Polk. But now it's going to be hard to give him playtime. Over Wandale, the only person who's really not performing the way that I want is Jalen Hyatt, but that's it. Our guards, I guess our backup left tackle too, came in for Andrew Thomas while he was injured, gave up a sack, but our right guard and center were very bad in pass protection. Yeah. We did not end up getting a pick at all. We did get one sack. Chris Jenkins, the rookie. Oh, no, we got 2 sacks. Boogie Basham got one. And Boogie Basham was also in the majority of the time with Azeez Al-Jallari injured. But it's on to Pittsburgh. We already did our scouting, or our weekly training, so at this point, we're just ready to play the game. Drake May, despite the interception, and he had a fumble in the fourth quarter, he played phenomenally for us in his debut, especially against a Dallas Cowboys defense. And trust me, the defenses don't get any harder for Drake May, or any easier. Of course, now we're playing in Pittsburgh, and let me tell you what, Pittsburgh's got 2 of the best edge rushers possible for Drake May to go against, kind of like Dallas. So we'll see how that is handled. However, Micah Parsons didn't get a sack. He did get a few pressures. No sacks for Micah Parsons, so we'll see how we handle TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Oh, I love it. We're starting off with a 7-yard run with Saquon Barkley out of the I form. Barkley really had had a lot of carries, but he played great in the second half. Those carries and yardages do not tell you the story of the first half for him. Drake May nearly throws a pick to, ooh, who is that? 20. That's a new addition. Oh, anyways, handoff up the middle of the shotgun to Saquon, picks up 6 on a first down. Gibbons, I don't know who Gibbons is. For a second there, I thought it was JPJ, but third carry, and this one for Barkley's got 13. Looks like we're really going to try and work the run game more than we did against Dallas. Here's Drake May's second throw of the game, and it's going to be a 3-yard completion to Wan'Dale Robinson. And we are across midfield now, down to the Steelers 47. Again, Drake May to the sideline. This one for Jalen Hyatt, who's got the first down on a pickup of 10. One thing I will say is I loved the aggressiveness of Drake May. And he was aggressive at the right times. There, that one just has to be thrown into the dirt as he's got a defender on him, 2nd and 10. Snap and handoff to Saquon Barkley, and Barkley's got another first down to the 23 on another pickup of 13. Barkley might have a big game here in Pittsburgh. At least it's looking like that on the first drive. Already 4 minutes through the first drive. Shotgun pass. TJ Watt out. Completion over the middle to Wan'Dale for another pickup of 3. I don't think we're going to see Drake May play as aggressive against Pittsburgh in there. That one should have been picked by number 50. I don't know who that is. It's not Cole Holcomb is 55. Again, very sketchy balls by Drake May. Drake May now rolls out, and he's just going to throw that one away, and Graham Gano will come out for a field goal attempt. This one from 37. The kick is up and good. New York will take a 3-0 lead. Not like last week. Last week we came out with an opening drive touchdown. Now we still get opening drive points, but again, I think the weakest part of this team is definitely the defense right now, and we'll see what Kenny Pickett, the third-year man out of Pitt, can do. He had 2 touchdowns last week, but 2 interceptions as well. Steelers got the win, though, over Washington, which really, granted week 1, but anytime a division rival can lose is great. In there, Jaylen Warren is stopped in the backfield by Randolph. That's a rookie defensive tackle making that play there. Of course, we got Azeez Ojulari again. And going deep is Pickett, and Pickett finds who is that? It's Richie James, the former Giant. Over Darnay Holmes, who was really good last week against CeeDee Lamb. And there, Pickett just puts the ball where it needs to be for Richie James. And there, I don't know how it's not PI. Looking for Richie James again. But that time, it's going to be broken up. Here, a little read option out to George Pickens, and Pickens is going to go out to the Giants' 23-yard line, and Pittsburgh is looking good on this opening drive. Kenny Pickett fakes the handoff to Najee Harris, throws over the middle to Pickens again, and it's a 9-yard completion. Pickens having a fantastic open drive. Again, Pickett to throw out of the shotgun. Nobody open. Pressure coming. Goes to the end zone, and he has Pat Fryermuth for the Steelers touchdown. And hopefully that is not a sign of things to come for Pittsburgh. As Azeez Al-Jalari was closing that pocket, Pickett stepped up, throws a strike to Pat Fryermuth, and Pittsburgh is pending the PAT, takes a 6-3 lead. Boswell's kick is up and good. So Pittsburgh answers the opening drive field goal by us with an opening drive touchdown. And the return by Wan'Dale Robinson is only going to come out to the 20 as he is met by a host of Steelers. Again, I guess they're just going to constantly show Saquon Barkley how many yards he had last week. And honestly, I think that's what we got to keep doing here. We just got to keep living through the run game. That's what killed our first drive. We went away from the run. There's Saquon with a pickup of 3 on first down. Drake May back to throw, and he's looking for, is that Jalen? I think the pass intended for Jalen Hyatt broken up over the middle now, 3rd and 7. And Drake May chased out by Cam Hayward. He gets out of the pocket and throws across the middle to Darren Waller, who's got the first down for a new set of downs. That's Darren Waller's first catch of the game, and that's what I've absolutely loved about Drake May in week 1 is he was able to escape the pressure rollout and find the open man. Had a few scrambles too, so again, another handoff to Saquon Barkley, who's going to take this for 5. That's always the goal in football. Stay ahead of the sticks. That's what Saquon Barkley is providing for us right now. Back-to-back handoffs. He's going to have a first down and more. He's going to have 11 up to the 46. And Saquon Barkley he might be going off here against Pittsburgh. Here now, Drake May lines up in the pistol. Darren Waller and that's not even Barkley. That's going to be Gray, who takes the handoff, and he's going to pick up 1 before he's met by Alex Highsmith. Again, Barkley a handoff on 2nd and 9. He's going to pick up 7, make it 3rd and 2. Now the bunch left, and that's going to be a false start by New York. Who are they going to call it on? They're going to call it who? I think that's Mark Lewowski back in the pistol, 3rd and 7. Gonna roll out as Drake May, and of course he's gonna have to throw that one away. Drake May starting this game off a bad 4 for 10. And Stonehouse is coming on to punt. That one's gonna bounce into the end zone, so Pittsburgh will start their next drive at the 20-yard line. As Kenny Pickett and company take over, they're going to throw. And Pickett under pressure, he's going to be brought down by Randolph. That's his first sack of his NFL career. It's going to Keith Randolph. And there's a lot of rookies starting for this New York Giants team, especially on defense. You got Chris Jenkins, and then Keith Randolph Jr. And Randolph Jr. gets in there for the loss of 11. Pickett back to throw. He's going to step up and leash one over the middle of the field to George Pickens for a pickup of 14. That's going to make it third and more manageable. We're going to have to find an answer for George Pickens if we're going to want to stop the Steelers' offense. And there's Najee Harris over the middle of the field, and he's got the first down up to the Steelers' 44-yard line. Empty backfield for Pickett, and he's going to throw short to Freiermuth, who breaks a tackle and picks up 9. Very generous spot, in my opinion. I thought that was a pickup of 8, but they're going to give him 9. So second and a long one, Jaylen Warren in the backfield. It's going to be a play action to Jaylen Warren. Pickett's going to roll out and throw it away. I don't know if he was in the tackle box or not. There was definitely no receiver in the area. Now third and 1. Is this where you rely on Najee Harris? It is. But Dexter Lawrence gets in the backfield and makes the tackle for a loss of force. A 4th and 3 at midfield. And that's really what we're looking for out of Dexter Lawrence. Stop the run, create pressures, and there he stops the run, and Pittsburgh's forced to punt on their second drive after just one first down. This kick will go into the end zone, and the Giants will start at the 20-yard line now. This, presumably the last play of the first quarter. Play action to Saquon Barkley. Pittsburgh sends the blitz. Cole Holcomb got there, and it was a catchable ball thrown by Drake May. It dropped on the sideline. And that's a pass you got to catch. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it. Drake May rolls out left. He's going to find Jalen Hyatt for 9. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Does New York snap? No, New York will not snap it before the end of the first, so we will go into the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for New York. And Pittsburgh has 109 pass yards in the first quarter alone. Now I form 2 receivers to the right of Drake May. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Saquon, and Barkley has the first down, no problem. That's his 9th carry of the ball game. And it prevents a 3 and out. Now Drake May back to throw. Short to Darren Waller, actually loses 2 as he's pushed out of bounds by Geno Stone. Now, 2nd and 12 handoff to Saquon, and Barkley is going to have 9. It's going to make it a 3rd and 3. Another 3rd and manageable for New York. Barkley comes out, Gray is in. It's a throw short to Richie James, and it's popped up, and it's going to be another Giants punt. And Drake May is just not having a pretty bad game. Here in the first half against Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett comes back out, and they're going to start at the 23-yard line. Still yet to see Deontay Johnson come in. There's an audible by Kenny Pickett. Looks like a blitz. It is not. And throw to the sideline. Pickett's going to miss it. And I think that pass intended for Richie James. Again to throw over the middle to Freiermuth, who is going to make it 3rd and 1 on a pickup of 9. Jalen Warren in the backfield. -5 rush yards for Pittsburgh in there. They're going to go short to Deontay Johnson, who's got the first down on a pickup of 5. There's Deontay Johnson's first catch of this game. As Micah McFadden makes the tackle. Deontay Johnson goes in motion. Going to be a handoff to Jalen Warren, and Warren breaks a tackle for a gain of 11 and a first. That's what Pittsburgh wants. They want to run the ball. Haven't had success in the first quarter there. That run picks up 11. Is that going to pick up the Steelers' run game? Play action. Kenny Pickett rolls out. He's going to scramble, and he's going to go down after a pickup of a yard. Now, bunch set for Pittsburgh. They're going to go deep. And Richie James was wide open, and Pickett misses the throw. Used to throwing the deep balls to the taller receiver, and George Pickens there, the shorter receiver, and Richie James cannot complete it. Here to Deontay Johnson, who's going to break a tackle, and he's down to the 11-yard line. Wow, on 3rd and 9, Pickett takes a chance and completes the deep ball. The defense never got back in time, and Xavier McKinney slows Deontay Johnson down, or he might be walking into the end zone for his first touchdown of the game. There, Dexter Lawrence coming after Kenny Pickett, and Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon Thibodeau are going to combine on the sack. And it's going to be a big loss for Pittsburgh. 13 on the loss. Now a 2nd and 23 from the 24-yard line. Pickett drops back to throw. It's going to be short over the middle to Freiermuth. He's going to pick up 7, make it 3rd and 16. Now New York has got to watch the shot at the end zone. Pittsburgh basically needs to get into the end zone. Pickett's going to step up. He's going to roll out to his left and just throw this one away as nobody was open, and Pittsburgh is going to have to settle for a Chris Boswell field goal attempt from 34 yards out. The kick is up and good. Wandale Robinson on to return this kickoff, and he gets out to the 23 before he's brought down. And we're playing through Saquon Barkley. It's just not resulting in drives ending in touchdowns. Again, I formation, 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be play action to Saquon Barkley. Going to throw short to Daniel Bellinger, who makes the catch in front of Minkah Fitzpatrick and is going to have 19 on the play, but TJ Watt goes down and he is holding his knee. This is a big injury for Pittsburgh. If TJ Watt's not in, they don't win a lot, so hopefully that is nothing serious. Pickett rolls out and he's going to find Darren Waller for 10 and just shy of a new set of downs. And yeah, it really hurts the Steelers' pass rush. Again, play action, going deep over the middle of the field to Wandale Robinson, who's going to break a few tackles, but not able to get much more. And New York is down to the Steelers' 24-yard line. and driving with a new set of downs. Great decision by Drake May. It's 29 is Avonte Maddox. Again, shotgun for Drake May. Barkley in the backfield. Barkley takes the handoff, cuts it out to the left, and he's going to have 3 on his 11th carry. Now, a little past midway through the second quarter, 2nd and 7, another handoff to Barkley, who's going to have another pickup of 3, bringing up a 3rd and 4 inside the red zone. Drake May in the shotgun, gonna roll out to the right and throw the ball away. As that's gonna lead to a Graham Gano field goal attempt, I assume. It will. Graham Gano to make it a 4-point game again. Pittsburgh will get the ball to start the second half. And the kick is good to make it 6-10. This kick is going to be brought out by Calvin Austin out to the 23 on a return of 25. And Kenny Pickett and the Steelers offense will come back out after just adding a field goal to their lead. However, the field goal was answered, so still a 4-point lead for the Steelers offense. Going to the handoff to Jaylen Warren, who picks up 7, but he's going to be hurt on the play. And he hold his shoulder. You don't like that. You had T.J. Watt holding his knee, Jaylen Warren holding his shoulder. Handoff to Najee Harris, and he's gonna have a first down up to the Steelers' 36-yard line. Pittsburgh trying to establish a run game here, and it's working on this drive as Kayvon Thibodeau meets Najee in the backfield, finished off by Keith Randolph for the TFL. And now 2nd and 12 for Pittsburgh. New York sends 4. It's another TFL for Robinson. Robinson comes in and makes the play in the backfield on Najee, and now a 3rd and long for Pittsburgh. Can New York get off the field here? We've seen New York give up big plays this whole first half, though. Pickett steps up and unleashes one, and it's out of bounds, so the Steelers' punt team is going to come on, and New York is going to have the ball with 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. It's not even Presley Harvin who's punting for Pittsburgh. I'm assuming it's Braden Mann. Braden Mann's punt is fair caught at the New York 23-yard line, and we'll see what Drake May and company will be able to do before the end of the first half. Jalen Hyatt goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Saquon Barkley, and Cole Holcomb is there to make the TFL. That's really the first time we've seen this Steelers defense stop Saquon Barkley. Is good news for Pittsburgh. TJ Watt's back in. Another handoff to Saquon, and he's got a 1st and more. If it's not for Joey Porter Jr., Saquon Barkley was taking that one all the way to the end zone for an 80-yard touchdown. Luckily for Pittsburgh, it's just a first down. And yeah, Barkley comes out the gray, who's going to be met in the backfield and lose a yard. It's going to be Alex Highsmith, who they're going to reward the tackle to. Now, gun trips right. And Drake May breaks a sack, throws short to Wandale Robinson, who breaks a tackle and picks up 7. Now New York in the hurry up. Gray still in the backfield. And May is going to be brought down by Nick Herbig. In New York, unable to do anything before the end of the first half. As this punt is angled to the left side, and it's going to go out into the end zone. Pittsburgh with 51 seconds to try and increase the lead before they get the ball to start the second half. Of course, Pickett's going to throw over the middle. Freiermuth, that's the first timeout for Pittsburgh. Got to be careful of giving New York the ball back and with good starting field position, though. Can't force anything, and it's going to be dropped by Richie James. Richie James had nobody in front of him. And instead, it's a 3rd and 5. New York with all 3 timeouts, 45 seconds. And Pittsburgh's just going to go with a draw, and Najee picks up the first down. And Pittsburgh is going to... It looks like Pittsburgh's letting this clock run. Down to 24 seconds. Pickett to throw, though. Got Dexter Lawrence barreling down on him, and it's an incompletion. And I'm assuming Pittsburgh is just going to take this one to the half, pending a big run. And they're going to call a timeout on a pickup of 3. Third and 7, Darnell Washington goes in motion. It's just going to be another handoff to Najee Harris, who's short of the first, and New York's going to call a timeout. They want a punt return. And it's going to be caught at around the 13-yard line, and nothing doing. Drake May and company is just going to come out and take a knee to end the first half down 6-10. Great first half for Pittsburgh's pass offense. Just haven't been able to really establish the run the way that they want to. As we will take a look at scores from 3 different games. We're going to Philly and Washington. They still got 51 seconds before half, but Philly up by 21-7. It's Devonta Smith, 4 receptions, 91 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now we got Green Bay and Jacksonville. Green Bay is up in that one. 17-14 T-Law. 100% completion percentage, though. And now New England and Cincinnati. Cincinnati up 14-10. Both teams are 1-0. And of course, we get the first half highlights, which really it's just the 1 touchdown to Pat Freiermuth. And Pittsburgh gets the ball to start the second half, like we were saying. And this is going to be returned by Calvin Austin out to the 24-yard line. As we'll see what if Pittsburgh can add to their lead. The yard totals are pretty much identical. these two teams doing it in different ways, though, as Jalen Warren's brought down in the backfield, making it 2nd and 11. Of course, Pittsburgh's had the better pass game. New York has had the better run game. Pickett making audibles. He's dropping back to throw, and Azeez Al-Jalari's going to have his first sack of the season. And now a 3rd and forever for Kenny Pickett and the Steelers to open this second half up. What a play. Pickett was trying to roll out left to get away from Dexter Lawrence. Instead, rolls into Azeez Al-Jalari. And what does Pittsburgh have drawn up here to pick this up? Pickett to throw. Again, pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Dane Belton came on the safety blitz. And now Braden Mann is going to have to worry about stepping out of the back of the end zone. He gets the punt away. And New York is going to start at their own 48, the best starting field position either team has had in this game. What a great way to start this second half for the Giants defense. And the first play for New York to start the second half is a handoff to Saquon Barkley that's going to go for 4. Already up over 100 yards here. And we'll see if New York continues to rely on that Saquon Barkley run game. Another handoff for Saquon. It's a first down up to the 40-yard line of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has had this New York pass offense figured out. Haven't been able to stop the run all game. And again, we're going to see the Giants give it to Saquon on 3 straight plays. Here, Saquon, not as successful as the first 2 as he picks up 2 there. Now again, New York in the pistol. Drake made a throw, and he was looking for Darius Slayton, and he's just going to miss the mark as Slayton had the step and maybe had enough room to make that a catch and run touchdown. Drake May now rolls out right. He's just going to take off, and Minkah Fitzpatrick makes a nice tackle to make it 4th and 3. And does New York just attempt a 50-yard field goal here? As it looks like Pittsburgh's defense comes off the field, New York's offense, and New York just wants to make this a 1-point ball game. Graham Gano's kick from 50 is up, and it is good. No doubt about that one. Straight down the middle. And it is 9-10. If you were here for offense, you are sadly mistaken because... Oh my! Calvin Austin finds a seam in the return defense, and we have a kick return touchdown. Wow. That is insane. Of course, once Calvin Austin gets into that open space, nobody's catching him. He's one of the faster players in the National Football League, and there he shows it off on the return team, and Pittsburgh's offense never even has to come out onto the field as Boswell to make it an 8-point game, and he will do so. And now New York is in a world of hurt after that. They thought the defense was going to be playing with just a 1-point deficit. Instead, the offense is coming right back out onto the field down by 8. Over 100 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's going to bring it out, and it's a fumble, and it's recovered by Pittsburgh. Wow, things are just going from bad to worse for New York. And Pittsburgh's offense gets the ball on the edge of the red zone. short to Najee Harris. The tackle will be made behind the line of scrimmage, though. Wow. And if Pittsburgh wins this game, they're going to be given a lot of credit to those two plays on special teams. And there's a flag. It's going to be pass interference on Adoree Jackson, so Pittsburgh is going to move this ball into the red zone. And it's going to be first and goal. No, not first and goal. They can still pick up a first down. First and 10 from the 10. Pickett looking. He has nobody, being chased out, and he's forced to throw that one away. This New York defense needs to hold Pittsburgh to just a field goal, as their offense has yet to find the end zone. Pickett, empty set, pressure, and it's Bobby Okereke who's going to get the sack on Kenny Pickett. We're seeing a lot of sacks here for New York, but the offense has not done anything in this game, and Kenny Pickett's going to feel all of these sacks tomorrow. But he's got his team winning and trying to start the season 2-0. Again, another blitz from New York, and it's going to be a drop pass from Richie James. And Boswell's going to come out to attempt to make this a 11-point ball game. The kick is up, and it is good, no question, from Boswell. And now New York is down 9-20. Two bad plays in a row on special teams for New York. Can New York bounce back from this? Richie James again trying to redeem himself on another kick return. He's only going to bring this out to the 20. And there's still plenty of time for New York to get back into this game. You still got the main man in Saquon Barkley back there. Can't forget about this run game. As Cole Holcomb gets into the backfield and makes the tackle, another tackle for loss. Wow, now Pittsburgh has come out of the half firing on all cylinders right now. And when it comes to defense and special teams, play action from Saquon Barkley. Drake May is going down. It's Larry Ogunjobi who's going to have the sack, and now 3rd and 21. It's just Pittsburgh's second sack, but it's a big one. New York trying to fight themselves back into this game. And I can only imagine Drake May was trying to get out of the pocket and throw that one away, and now, again, 3rd and forever, and I can't imagine they got too many play calls in the playbook to pick this up, and Drake May is going down for his safety. It's Alex Highsmith, and this game is over. The Giants do not stand a chance. We'll give 2 games this stream because Pittsburgh adds another touchdown. Finally, New York gets back onto the board, but it's too little, too late. Drake May, not a great game from Drake May. Wow. Yeah, Pittsburgh really is playing at an elite level right now, I guess. Beat Washington. They're 2-0 against the NFC East, so they got a better record in the NFC East than the Commanders do right now. Better record than New York does. But this, we got to play against another playoff team. And we've got a lot of players that are going to need to come back. Xavier McKinney, we weren't able to actually get a deal done with him in the off season. We're gonna try and get one done. Darius Slayton, we'll let him walk. Adoree Jackson, I'm fine bringing him back for another year. We do that. Azeez Al-Jawlari, would love to have Azeez Al-Jawlari back. He is coming back. Realistically, the only person who is not interested in re-signing that I want back is Xavier McKinney. Actually, probably not. I swear. Oh, never mind. I guess it wasn't Wandale Robinson. If we're being completely honest, mm, I actually think the only realistic thing, not the only realistic thing, but I'm thinking we can trade him to a team that's trying to make a playoff push, that's not really great at the position, that's got the cap to make the trade. And the Colts were one win away from being a playoff team last year. They could use a Xavier McKinney with a Ryan Neal. I mean, still your corners are lacking, but what Colts are the front runner. We'll have to see their record. If they're 1-1, we can pull. I guess this is a mid-season trade we could do. It'd probably be better to wait till mid-season to do it. A little sign and trade. It's not going to New York or Washington or Dallas. I mean, the Niners don't even have to free up that much money to take on this contract, and they need free safety. Again, it's inside the conference, but it's not inside the division. So the Jets, I mean, I know that they don't really. Oh, Sauce is injured, but the Jets, if they can shore up that defense, it'd be good for them. The um, so it's looking like Pittsburgh just signed Geno Stone, so that's a no. Houston's got Jalen Petrie and Jimmy Ward, so Houston's a no. Tennessee, they're not a contending team, so they're off the table. So as of right now, the front run we're between Colts, Niners, and Jets. Those are the three teams that Xavier McKinney would really fit into. But again, I don't think we're going to pull the trigger on any trades like that until the trade deadline, where we can kind of evaluate to see where we are. Of course, the AFC East, I can't imagine. New York is 1-1. We'll have to see. The Colts are 1-1, and of course the Niners should be 2 and no, the Niners are 0-2. That's all right. Like I said, we'll try and sign him and pull off the sign and trade, especially this year, because there won't the cap for doing so won't be, or the cap hit for doing so won't be so high. But yeah, we need to see some some improvement from Drake May after last week's defeat to Pittsburgh. As defensively, we're going into this game against the Bucks completely healthy. Offensively, we're coming into this week completely healthy. I don't know. Jalen Polk. Hopefully, we can get Jalen Polk. And actually, what we will do right now, though, is I'm pretty sure we had just signed Darius Slayton, but it was a 1-year contract. I think what we want to do, or what I want to do, is trade Darius Slayton right now. Because I don't think Darius Slayton's value is going to get any higher. Of course, you take a look at the contract. The cap hit is going to be 7 mil, but he's not interested in being here. And then we can get Jalen Polk playing. It's just what team can afford Darius Slayton that would really benefit from having Darius Slayton? Cleveland, but they can't really afford to take on a Darius Slayton contract. Arizona. I mean, with the Darius Slayton trade, I'm not really trying to send Darius Slayton to a contending team. We'll see if we can get a package like this from Arizona. It's honestly, actually, it will work if we swap thirds. So we take their third round draft pick this year, they take ours, and there we go. We finalized a trade to send Darius Slayton to Arizona. For a third this year, a fourth next year, and a fifth in 2026. And that leaves us with a hole at receiver. We are going to try and get younger. DeCorian Clark, he's an undrafted rookie who's now going to be on the team. And now, I said that we drafted Jalen Polk in the second round. I did the wrong thing, but it's alright. I want to see when Jalen Polk was drafted in the third round by us. And, oh, I'm on Jalen Hyatt. Never mind. Wrong player. Jalen Polk. Yeah, so now. Hasn't seen the field at all. He was drafted in the third. Yeah, so him and Jalen Hyatt both drafted in the third round by us. So it's gonna move Wandale up to the wide receiver 2 spot for me, and Wandale up to the 1, Polk. So Wandale up to the 1, Polk will be the third, but Wandale Robinson will still play in the slot. So we'll see a lot of Jalen Polk on the outside. And yeah, hopefully we can see improvement from Drake May into this Tampa Bay game. They're also 0-2. Do we know Drake May's dev? No. We're still about 108 plays off of seeing his dev trait. And now that should make it a little easier to decide. Actually, yeah, we'll bring you back just for the depth. I mean, a lot of the depth players we will be bringing back. Jamie Gillen will bring back. Um, Mark Glowowski or Mark Glowinski will not be coming back. Um, so yeah, we've really only got one. We've only got three more players that are interested in coming back, and that means we'll bring Allen Robinson back for one more year. I'll let him mentor the guys a little bit longer, and Shane Lemonnieu, we'll give him a 3-year deal, so I have to keep re-signing him. And Jason Pinnock, I'm not really too worried about losing him. Of course, this is gonna set the rebuild back, but it's all right. We still have a 5-year period to work with Drake May on a rookie scale contract, so do we have what it takes to beat Tampa, though? We kept it close against Dallas. Probably should have won that game, but you know what they say. Good teams find ways to win, and bad teams find ways to lose. Again, we are starting another football game. This is our third straight away game to start the season. And I don't even know when our first home game is. Week 4 might be another away game. Who knows? I say, can we see improvement out of Drake May? Like, he didn't do good things against Dallas. He just struggled quite a bit against Pittsburgh, and it's fair. It's a tough pass rush to play against. And yeah, this is another very strong pass defense. But we'll see if what Drake May can do. Saquon Barkley going to be stopped after a pickup of 2. We got 3rd and 8 now. Drake May is going to step up and he's going to run, and he has the first down and more as he's going to go down at the 46 on a run of 20 yards. I know not everything is going to be perfect with Drake May. It is his rookie campaign. We're going to see the ups. We're going to see the downs. We're just going to have to roll with it. Maybe we started him a little too early. Maybe we shouldn't have come out the gates week 1 and started him. We should have given Mason Rudolph a chance, but he kept us in that first game. And again, it's not like he's playing against bad defenses. He's playing against really good defenses. It's just about when he can get that first win. Of course, no Darius Slayton anymore. Traded him to Arizona. Is there he's going to find Darren Waller over the middle of the field for 5, his first completion of the game. And yeah, we're probably not going to see a whole lot of deep plays out of this team. I say that, and then we get a deep play, and it's to Jalen Hyatt, who had the step, and it's just going to be overthrown by Drake May. A perfect chance to get the deep connection. Just unable to do it. They're going to throw short to Darren Waller for 3. Darren Waller has his second catch of the game so far. Now Drake May rolls out left. He's going to find Jalen Hyatt, and Hyatt's got the first down to keep the drive alive. Inside of Graham Gano field goal range. Of course, I'm not, like I said, I'm not expecting, I said this in the last stream, I'm not expecting, oh no, Drake May goes down. Oh no, that could be a big hit. I don't have the roster set up. Daniel Jones will come in. And a run with Saquon Barkley is going to pick up 4. Oh no. That's a big injury. As Tampa Bay is going to send the blitz, and Daniel Jones gets sacked out of field goal range as he runs directly into the fucking blitz. Jesus Christ, dude. What are we doing, Daniel? You're a right-handed fucking quarterback. Yeah, oh my god, dude. Did we not see the fucking blitz? Oh my god. This is, it's fucking hard to watch. Daniel Jones is hard to watch. At least I'm excited about Drake May. The only reason Daniel Jones is still on this team is because he fucking signed an untradeable, uncuttable contract extension to stay in New York. Who is this? Is it? There's no. It's not Baker. Is this Kyle Trask? Or no? No. They made the playoffs. It's not Caleb. Who is it? Guess we'll find out. It is Bo Nix. Oh, so we're seeing 2 rookie quarterbacks go at it in this game. Bo Nix. Well, and Drake May went down. Who knows how long Drake May will be out of this game. Their White is going to take that carry for 6 and a third down to start the game for Tampa Bay. 0-2, kind of a disappointing start for them as they were a playoff team last year. Our schedule starts with 3 straight playoff teams. They're short, and the tackle is made for a loss by Carlos Basham. And Tampa Bay is going to be forced to punt on their opening drive. We shouldn't have been forced to punt, but Daniel Jones fucking rolls out into the blitz. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to give Daniel Jones 2 more drives if Drake May can't come out and play. But it looks like Drake May is back out there. So we don't gotta worry about Mason Rudolph coming back in. And there it's gonna be a good pass breakup. Pass intended for Wan'Dale Robinson. Again, that's one thing that's really plagued New York is last week was the drops. There, Barkley only able to get 2. It's so hard to run against this Bucs defense, especially with Vita Vea in the middle. It looks like a safety blitz is coming. And it does come. Quick throw, and Darren Waller's got the catch. Darren Waller has been the main man on this drive. Big third down conversions. And that's a tough catch to make. Coverage was there. Again, we'll see I-form, 2 receivers to the left. We saw a lot of I-form last week, but 2 receivers to the right. Handoff to Saquon Barkley. And Barkley is going to pick up 3. We're not seeing as big of a game from Barkley as we did last week. That is definitely for sure. Again, Tampa Bay blitzes. Todd Bowles loves to send his blitzes there. Now, Sinnat is going to be injured, but 3rd and 7 after a drop pass. Drake May steps up and he is going to run, and Drake May breaks a tackle for the first down and goes down at the 37. That's what we loved about Drake May. His ability to keep drives alive with his legs. He's not a run first quarterback. He doesn't look to run immediately with the ball. But he does have that element to his game. Saquon Barkley taken down after a pickup of 3. Saquon Barkley right now is fighting for every single yard. The yards for him have not come easy. There, Wan'Dale Robinson is that is Wan'Dale Robinson who makes the catch, and he fights for the first down on a pickup of 8 on his first reception of the game. His 3rd target, only his first catch. There, Drake May on play action looking for Hyatt, and it's great coverage by Carlton Davis. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bucks send 4. Drake May under pressure just throws that one out of bounds. And now 3rd and 10. Bucks looking to just send 3. They do send 3. Pocket's good, and Darren Waller is wide open, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year. 3rd and 10 touchdown from 25 yards out. Darren Waller, have yourself a day. Can't get too excited. We've seen this team have early leads. We've seen in week 1 we had a 13-point lead. It was blown. This is an offense that's got to keep the pressure on Tampa Bay. We got to keep scoring how we have been. Of course, it's a tough 3-game stretch. All 3 games to start the season have been on the road. And like I said, I don't know when our first home game is. It could be next week, it could be week 5, it could be week 6, honestly. Don't think the schedule makers are trying to give New York home field advantage the final 9 games of the year, but it could happen. You never know with the way the NFL is. But if you want to be a playoff team, you got to find a way to win games on the road, and we haven't done that through the first 2 weeks. There, Mike Evans is going to get involved on a gain of 8. Tampa Bay, they're up until that play, they had an average of just 1 yard a pass, or negative 1 yards passing. They're going to have 7 there. White's going to pick up the first down on his 2nd carry. And there, another carry for White. Dane Belton is going to make the tackle after a pickup of 2. Rashad White, not really. Both teams defending the run very well. They're an RPO. Chris Godwin is going to make it 3rd and 2. Bo Nix is 100% right now. We'll see if he can convert on 3rd down. They were not able to on the first drive. Here, play action, going to the sideline, and it's a wide open Cade Otton. It's not Cade Otton, it's Albert O, actually. Great throw by Bo Nix. Soft coverage from New York, and he makes him pay. New York, and now Tampa Bay is on New York's side of the field. They're going to go I for him. 2 receivers to the right. It's a pitch, And Rashad White is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage by Bobby Okereke. It looks like it was Bobby Okereke was the man who made the stop. 2nd and 10 from the 39, 3 receivers to the left, and it's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Giants up 7-0. And the Giants are dominating everything right now. But the Bucks are on the move inside of Giant territory. It's a run. Rashad White is going to be stopped for a loss of 2. As there's Kayvon Thibodeau making the play. And now a 3rd and long for Bo Nix. Nix back to throw. Clean pocket. The pocket collapses and he's gonna get out and throw the ball away. The punter for Tampa Bay and this is angled at the sideline and goes out at the 14. Let's see what Drake May and company can do on their 3rd drive. Of course, drive 1 was going well until Drake May got hurt on a sack. And then another sack that pushed New York out of field goal range. Here a handoff for Saquon. And again, it's just a 2-yard run. The rush lanes have been filled nicely by Tampa Bay. Here, Drake made a throw, rolls out left and looking for Waller, but he's going to miss the throw. Another 3rd down for New York, but Drake May has he's been very solid in 3rd down attempts this year, especially 3rd and longer. And there had a wide open Wan'Dale Robinson who might have been able to outrun the defense. May just unable to connect, and it's a 3 and out forced by Tampa Bay's defense. Is Jake Stonehouse on for the punt? It's going to be returned, and Tampa Bay is going to start at the Giants 48. Again, the field position battle is a battle that can win. Another pitch for Rashad White, and it's going to lose 3. Neither team has given up an inch in the run game. Pittsburgh, wow. Pittsburgh starts the season 3-0. I don't know how surprising that is considering the teams that they have had to play through the first 3 weeks, but good for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 9 now for Bo Nix and company. They're trying to avoid their own 3 and out. Empty backfield. Bo Nix scrambles out. He's going to take a hit and he's going to miss the throw to Joshua Palmer. And the Buccaneers go 3 and out. But the Buccaneers, with the field position, they're going to be able to play this field position game. Punt directed towards the sideline goes out at the 23. Not as good of a punt as the first one, but now, or the second punt for him. So Drake May and company have better starting field position, and both teams are really loving the I-form package right now. Handoff, or no, play action from Drake May. Gonna go to Daniel Bellinger. And Bellinger is going to have a 1st down. Single back set, 2 receivers to the right of Drake May. Gonna throw, rolls out left, and finds Wan'Dale Robinson, who has 8 and pushed out of bounds. I'm wondering if Drake May is starting to find a rhythm as Joe Tryon Showinka makes the play in there. Wan'Dale Robinson again, but Andrew Thomas is going to go down and he's holding that right shoulder. Always scary because you never know with the shoulder injury. Could be a torn labrum, which would sideline him for a while, but we'll see. There forces a throw to the rookie, Jalen. And it's incomplete. There, Saquon Barkley, his best run of the game is a first down. And wow, the Bucks defense was playing very solid against the run up until that play. And now the Giants just on the outside of the red zone, and Barkley's got another good run. This one for 7. And now the Giants are in the red zone. First red zone trip for either team there. Gray's going to take it for 2 and bring up a 3rd and 1 as Clancy makes the tackle. Another run for Saquon and Barkley. Not a whole lot of run room, but he gets the necessary yardage to move the chains. That's all they wanted, and they got it. 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 14-yard line. And here, a jet sweep for Wan'Dale is going to lose 2, but John Michael Schmitz is injured on the play, and he's going to go back into the locker room. So 2 offensive line injuries for New York. Still no sign of an Andrew Thomas return there. Finding Wan'Dale Robinson for 7, making it 3rd and 5 now. Bunch to the right, Saquon Barkley to the left, and pressure coming. However, he's going to find Wan'Dale for 4, and this is going to make 4th and 1 an interesting call. I think if you're New York, you got to go for this, and they will. 4th and 1. 3 receivers to the left. Darren Waller to the right, Saquon to the right, and it's a handoff to Saquon, and Saquon fights his way into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the season. Had 2 against Dallas, none against Pittsburgh, and here in the first half, he's got a rushing touchdown against Tampa Bay. And now he's averaging a rushing touchdown a week. But New York is going to take a 14-0 lead here in Tampa. The duel of rookie quarterbacks. I mean, it was a deep quarterback draft class, but Tampa Bay seems to be struggling without Baker Mayfield, and a great return for Tampa Bay and Joshua Palmer up to the 33. New York did give up a kick return touchdown last week, but again, New York is just dominating Tampa Bay when it comes to yard. Rashad White only able to pick up 2 in the run game. Bo Nix has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a loss of a yard. Jason Pinnock able to make the tackle, and now 3rd and long. And another chance for this Giants defense to get off the field, and it should have been picked by Deontay Banks, but it's going to be dropped. It's a 3 and out regardless, and another punt for New York. Or not New York, for Tampa Bay. And it's going to be fair caught at the 22 by Adoree Jackson. Saquon, 3 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown. We'll see if he can have another 100-yard rushing performance to start the 2024 NFL season. They're going to go play action in a deep shot looking for Jalen Polk. Unable to get it is Dean, not N'Kobe Dean. Jamel Dean makes a great play on the ball. There, a pass out of the backfield to Saquon Barkley, who's got 8. And now you got 2 receivers to the right. Saquon Barkley to the left, and Barkley's going to take the handoff. He's going to break a tackle, juke for a first, and a little bit more. That's what you get with Saquon. Saquon Barkley looked like it was a play that was going to be stopped dead in the rights, broke a tackle, and makes a man miss for the first down. And New York, new set of downs, again, play action. Now short to Daniel Bellinger, who's going to have 8 on the play. And we're seeing a far better performance from Drake May than we did a week ago. And they got Tampa Bay to jump, but unable to snap it in time. But it doesn't matter. Big play to Darren Waller. Waller has 5 receptions for 70 yards in this game. There was nobody around Darren Waller on that play. How do you leave Darren Waller that wide open after he scored the first touchdown on the second drive for New York? First down run for Saquon, loses a yard. Now trips to the right. Gonna throw, is gonna dump it down to Saquon, who's got 4. 3rd and 7 now. And we hit the 2-minute warning in the first half. Drake made a throw. Gonna roll out to his right and throw it down the field, and he had Hyatt just unable to connect on the throw. And in the National Football League, those are throws that if they're wide open, you gotta make, and it just doesn't. Luckily, in Graham Gano field goal range, and Graham Gano makes it 17-0 in this first half. Does Tampa Bay have anything to answer with in the first half? They will get the ball to start the second half, but it's looking like a New York runaway right now. Bo Nix. It's going to be a lot of pass attempts here on this drive, trying to get points on the board. You got 2 fantastic receivers and a speedy receiver in Joshua Palmer. Bo Nix is going to be brought down, it looks like, by Kayvon Thibodeau. Here to the sideline, it's going to be caught, first down, Chris Godwin. Great play by Bo Nix to keep his composure after taking the sack on first down. Here's short throw to White, and he's just pushed out of bounds after a loss of a yard. He's got 3 receptions and -2 receiving yards. Wow. And this Giants defense is just swarming to everything this week. Short throw to Russell Gage. I want to say it's Russell Gage. It is Russell Gage. Now 3rd and 5. Under pressure, throws the ball away, and New York is going to get the ball back with a little under 45 seconds to work with. The thing that matters is where are they going to start with the ball. As the punt is up and it is fielded back at the 15, and Adoree Jackson is. Wait, what? Adoree Jackson got stripped. Tampa Bay is in the red zone. Again, more bad special teams play, and Tristan Wirfs is going to go down for Tampa Bay, but they are inside the 5 at the 3. Wow. That could be what Tampa Bay needed to get right back in this game. Another throw for Bo Nix. He's going to step up and take off, and Bo Nix has got a touchdown for Tampa Bay. It's a 2-possession ball game again. I have missed. Oh, I guess I'm back for the halftime show. Yay. Damn, if only Cincinnati could have won. And Tampa Bay has a chance to make this a 1-possession ball game going in or coming out of the second half. Fuck off, Tommy. Oh shit, I missed 2 fucking plays. God damn it. 3rd and 5. Kayvon Thibodeau, let's go. 3 and out for Tampa Bay. Hopefully We figured our shit out on special teams. My special teams coach needs to be fucking fired. It's, no, it's a common to be biased, but we all know that the Giants are my team. If Tony Romo can suck off Patrick Mahomes, I can root for my Giants. In Madden, that is, of course. Bad decision from Drake May there. 3rd and 1, though. I form 2 tight ends, 1 receiver to the left. Handoff straight up the gut for Saquon, who's brought down for a loss of yards, and it's going to be a 3 and out for New York. Punt goes out at the 17, and Bo Nix back onto the field. Run, and it's going to go for 5 for Rashad White. Still plenty of time for Tampa Bay to get back into this ball game. Bo Nix throws, and it's picked. Deontay Banks goes in for 6. Deontay Banks dropped a should-be pick last week. This week, he's not dropping that. Plays the route perfectly. And there was nobody that was going to stop him from getting in. It's going to be a 24-7 game. Wow. So after Tampa Bay got the great special teams play to make it a 2-possession game, to start the second half, a pick 6 is not what you want. Bo Nix handoff. White's got 8. Oh shit. Another handoff. White's got all the running room, and Micah McFadden brings him down. Ryan Jensen goes down. That's 4 offensive linemen injured in this ball game. Tristan Wirfs still isn't back. That's a big hit for Tampa Bay's offensive line. They lost their 2 best offensive linemen there. 4-yard completion to Mike Evans. Second and 6, empty backfield. Gonna go short, and it's broken up by Cordero Flott. Flott is the nickel corner. Their draw for White, and it's looking like Tampa Bay just conceded this drive. Maybe, no, they will bring out the punt team. And the punt is angled towards the sideline. It's going to go out at the 17. There, Saquon Barkley with the carry, breaks a tackle, but only able to get 2. Again, we talked about it. New York has given up gave up that big fourth quarter lead against the Giants, or not the Cowboys. So they got to keep their foot on the pedal here. And a throwaway. Why, Drake May, why are we throwing the ball away when we got Saquon Barkley underneath? 3 and out. Defense comes back out on the field. However, Tampa Bay hasn't scored on any drive that they've had. They had a drive start at their own 48-yard line and couldn't score, so there's Chris Godwin. And Godwin has a first down and more. Up to the 43-yard line of New York. Again, Chris Godwin, and now Bo Nix is getting in rhythm with these RPO passes. And Tampa Bay is in field goal range. Bo Nix, a throw. He's going to throw to the left side, and it's broken up by Azeez Ojulari. Looking for Albert O, the tight end. They got 2 tight ends in. They flip the formation. Bo Nix throws it, and it's a completion to Mike Evans inside the 4 at the 3, and I speak too early. Tampa Bay's going to score on a drive where they've had their 3rd best starting field position, and it's Chris Godwin. Another RPO, and it works to absolute perfection. They're going to make it a 10-point ball game again. Wow. 5 minutes left to play in the 3rd. There's still a lot of time for Tampa Bay to come back into this game. This is what I meant. New York has got to keep their foot on the pedal. Didn't do that against Dallas, and actually against Dallas, we were too aggressive. You gotta find the perfect mix of being aggressive enough to not give up the comeback and not being too aggressive, but still a pretty comfortable 10-point lead. Drake May comes out onto the field. See what we got. Handoff Saquon Barkley, and he's got great blocks and a first down. Again, he had that one big run in the first half on a scoring drive. That's his second longest run. Of course, Darren Waller, the favorite target today, makes another catch. He's got 6 for 74 and a touchdown. Handoff Saquon Barkley up the middle. He's got another first. And he's on pace to start the season off with 3 100-yard rushing games in a row. Their play action going to go short to Gray, and Gray is going to have 2. Again, the pistol set for Drake May. Barkley back in the game. Handoff to Barkley. Barkley is going to have 5. And it's a 3rd and 3 in a Tampa Bay territory. Big third down for Tampa Bay. They can force a punt with a stop here. Going deep, and it's not a stop. It's a Wan'Dale Robinson first down for 24 yards. Wan'Dale. What a great route by Wan'Dale Robinson, and no question whether or not he got 2 feet inbounds. Now, New York is it back in the red zone. Brian Dable and company calling the plays on offense. Saquon Barkley, big hole, another first down, and it's 1st and goal at the 7. And they're trying to make this a 3-possession ball game again after Tampa Bay had just made it a 2. There, Drake May scrambles for 4. 2nd and goal from the 3. Trips left. He's going to throw, and it's batted down, looking for Darren Waller. Now 3rd and goal, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Handoff for Saquon Barkley, and Barkley's got his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, 4th on the year. And every time Tampa Bay thinks they have a strike to get back into this game, New York has answered back. And now Tampa Bay, again, they need another scoring drive. Even if they got without the stop, or with the stop, they would have needed another scoring drive. Without the stop, it makes scoring here a necessity. Michael Penix and Kareem Hunt are in. Wow. The Vikings might be really good. As that takes us to the 4th quarter here in Tampa Bay. New York trying to get their first win of this season. Tampa Bay trying to get their first win of the season too, and it's a bad throw. Bo Nix misses. Fly on the coverage. It was great coverage even if the throw was on target. 3rd and 12 now. Going deep, and Deontay Banks with the pass breakup probably could have gone for the pick there, but 4th and 12 now, and Tampa Bay's keeping their offense on the field this early in the 4th. Going deep, and Deontay Banks prevents Mike Evans from making the catch, and New York starts basically in the red zone. Saquon with his third straight 100-yard rushing performance here in this game. Saquon Barkley makes the catch, a gain of a yard. And Barkley goes down to the 1-yard line, trying to get his third rushing touchdown of the game. Now bunch set to the right of Drake May. May throws it out of the back of the end zone. Second and goal from the 1. Bunch set again to the right. May throws it short to Barkley, and Barkley is going to be tackled for a loss of a yard. Third and goal from the 2 now, and finally it's a Saquon Barkley handoff. Barkley, his third rushing touchdown. In Tampa Bay, Barkley owns the end zone here. He is living there, and he could be on his way to Offensive Player of the Week here against Tampa. And that's where I'm just going to sim to the end of the game because this game is well over. 24-point lead. And it looks like looks like a passing touchdown for Drake May. Nope. Was it enough? Did Saquon Barkley finish with 4 rushing touchdowns? Yep, he did. Wow, Saquon. Have yourself a game then. He had to make sure he locked up the Offensive Player of the Week award. Is Jalen Hyatt. I want Jalen Hyatt to also be a deep threat instead of a playmaker, but Drake May, another upgrade, and we're just 20 or 31 plays away from seeing his depth trait. We will see that in tomorrow's stream. I'm gonna be trying to make it. Yesterday, the only reason we made it 1 game instead of 2 games was this because we started in the off season. Week 4 and week 5 we have home games, so next episode will be the home opener. Also, I know I didn't mention this before, but the rule is you get +3 to any attribute if you get an offensive player or defensive player of the week. So before we do the weekly strategy, let's do that for Saquads real quick. Get him up to hopefully a 95 so he gets that extra ability. And it can't be speed. We can't do +3 to speed. But let's go up to 98 carry. And that does give him 95 overall, which means he gets that 4th ability, which is evasive, which means jukebox is not necessary. We will give him we'll give him goal line back. That is huge. Of course, before the episode ends, we won't do the QB1 check-in, but we will do the strategy, and we'll try and sign Xavier McKinney so we can execute a sign and trade. Of course, I guess it's not really a sign and trade if we're trading him later. Hawkins, one of our backup corners, is hurt, and McKinney will not be playing this week with that high ankle sprain. That's a big hit. And offensively, we are healthy. Dang. So, no upgrades. Xavier McKinney is the only person. I think, no. This guy. The guy we just signed in free agency. He will be our last signing other than Xavier McKinney. And McKinney is back, but depending on our record, he will not be back for long. He's either going to Indy, New York, or San Fran if we are not in a spot where we think we can make a playoff run. But after week 3, we take a look at the stat leaders. Kayvon Thibodeau has 3 sacks. Wow. But yeah, we have 2 players in a category. Kayvon Thibodeau is 3rd in sacks. Saquon Barkley leads the league in rushing yards. And the rookie Michael Penix leads the league, and I'm assuming QB percentage and passing yards. So yeah, we got that to look out for. Michael Penix in this red hot Vikings offense, and it looks like a red hot Vikings defense too. So that is scary, but anyways, we'll leave the stream here, and we'll be back tomorrow for week 4 and